everyone, and welcome to Valorant Challenger League. We have an amazing stream coming up for you guys today. The semifinals day, Church of Masochism versus Team Void. I have a classic and original caster with me today. You guys probably haven't seen him in a little bit. If you do know who he is, he's one of the OGs, so he's back. Say what's up, IXP.
Hi everybody, it's so nice to be back. I'm very excited. I have no idea what any of these teams are. I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little bit lacking on the side of getting to know everything. But I'm back,
Yep.
and I'm back for a while.
He'll be here for a little bit. So if you don't know him already, get to know him. We appreciate all of you guys coming out today. We already got a good amount of people out here and two amazing teams about ready to play. But switching it over to our bracket, right now, the two games that are being played today, the semifinal games, are Team Eclipse versus Demon Lord Esports and Team Void versus Church of Masochism. Insane teams all around. I mean, the church that we're watching today, they were our last tournament winners. IXP, just FYI for you. So they are. There's a potential for an upset. So that's kind of what we're willing to see. Is that something that Team Void can do? So is that something they can pull off today, or is Church just pushing themselves closer to another win for themselves? Very interesting to see what's going to happen. I'm very excited for it. But jumping right into it, we have a best of one today. Only one map. We are playing Ascent. So with that being said, IXP, if you want to go ahead and tell him to get that started. But very excited to see this first and only map of Ascent. I think it's been a while since we've had a game on Ascent for a best of one. So it's, I mean, what do you think about this map pick, IXP?
So, I mean, personally, like I said, I don't know these teams very well. Ascent is a good map pick, I believe, for any team. It's nice. We see it a lot in low elo games like this, although, in that bronze to flat range. I personally like Ascent, one of my most favorite maps, and there's a lot of different variety in terms of compositions as well, which makes it an ideal pick for any of these teams.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. Going into this game, I'm very excited to see what they can come up with because jumping right into it, I mean, Church been so dominant, but I don't know if I've seen them on Ascent yet. So, and Team Void is brand new. I think we had them in the last tournament as well, but they only made it through the first round. So they've definitely stepped up their game, and excited to see how they're gonna do today. Um, I mean, IXP, when you're looking for a game on Ascent, what are your main agents that you're looking for? What are the agents that you are expect to see from these teams?
I mean, personally, for me, the Killjoy is kind of a must pick, right? For B site, B main, it's really, really valuable, and it can be,
Select your
it
agent.
can be one of the picks that decides a round, right? Um, that and the Sova, as well as the KO here. So I'm kind of digging, um, the composition, but I think the Killjoy, the Sova, the KO are going to be my number one picks for going into Ascent.
Yeah, and we're probably gonna have to redo. It looks like we're redoing the agent select for it. I'll just cut it back to us while we're there doing that and getting ready. But I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be pulling off here. Like you said, Sentinel's very important on that B site, um, and we kind of just need to know exactly what's going on. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. Uh, Bricky Kibbles, he's brand new to the scene. Didn't pick.
How
All
about
right,
deal?
his first appearance in front of VCL, and we're trying to figure it out. So, um, with that being said, it looks like it's gonna. We're just waiting for him to get back. Technical difficulties maybe lagged out. I'm not 100% sure. Um, so we'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and put you guys. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Looks like someone just lagged out, but we got it fixed. Something always happens, but we roll with the punches as they come. So we're getting right into this first map of Ascent. IXP, like you said, we were looking for certain characters or agents here. They're changing it up a little bit, but we weren't really sure what the defenders were going to pick last time, so what are your thoughts?
In all honesty, looking at both these compositions right now, I'm not digging either. Assuming that her prod goes with the Killjoy. I don't know. I feel like the Killjoy is extremely strong, but I also really like the KO and the Sova on the other side, so I don't know. The Astra pick's what's throwing me around. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this.
I totally get it, but getting right into it, for our first and only map of the day, we do have Ascent, the Church of Masochism versus Team Void. Alright, and welcome back, everyone. We are looking to get pretty much straight into this game. Thank you, Aries, for gifting 1 sub. You can subscribe now, guys. We are partnered with it, so don't hesitate. Aries, we appreciate you. Been a part of this community for a long time, so. But, no, both of these teams going into it, I'm expecting to see some great things coming out from them. First round, Walrus fan already looking to buy a Sheriff. And same thing with both Jets. I don't know if this is just a trend with Jets or what, but kind of looks like a split push for the first round.
Split push coming out from Church. Opting to play it slow. 2 players on B for the defending team. Shots being fired through mid, not going to connect too much, although Bricky is going to fall down to about 70 HP. Just in hand. Okay, and yeah, not too much going to happen. Both teams looking to hold off, not really initiate too much, which is respectable. Church through mid, looking to find something. Looks like they're going to go through Cat over towards A site, and Void instantly gonna notice. They're gonna be met here. Nice shots. Lettuce gonna find one. Gonna fall to Matt though in the end. Blind coming out. It's gonna get blinded in the process, and well, it's just an all-out free-for-all right now. But looks like Church is gonna come out on top. It's up to catch up on Rice to try and clutch something out. Shots gonna hit some, not all, and Bob. Oh, Bob's gonna finish him out, and a really interesting first round. It wasn't really one way or the other.
Yeah, during that round, I don't know. Everything happened so fast it didn't make any sense. I think they read it extremely well, knowing that Church was taking Cat and taking A site. They had a full-on 5 rotate. That was extremely well done. I wish I would have seen someone come up from Cat, though, because it looked like it all came from Heaven. So they didn't really split that retake very well.
Church on the attack once again, looking to go more towards A. The Astra smoke gonna come out. Lettuce playing relatively inside. It's gonna finish out Walrus, but in the end, Lettuce gonna fall to Bobob. Now Sight pretty much completely clear, except High Tie is just somehow gonna find 2 with the Sheriff. Incredible mechanical skill. Gonna end up falling in the end. Bricky with the Sheriff as well. It's gonna finish out Wait. And now Maiden Hunter with 3 on the round. It's a 1 versus 1, and he's gonna get 4, and that's gonna be it.
Wow. What an impressive display from Maiden Hunter that round. Going into that round, we didn't expect too much from the defenders. Obviously, they were in the worst financial situation. But High Tie, getting 2 off with that Sheriff, they didn't clear the corner. They didn't push all the way back site. That was a huge play coming out from him. If it wasn't for Maiden Hunter, Void definitely deserved that round. They put in the work for it.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I thought that was Void's round, but they proved me wrong. Church going to a split attack, it looks like. More towards B site, but 2 players over towards the top of mid. High tie. Maybe. Gonna find something here. Shots being exchanged. Not too much gonna happen, though. Ricky, though, is gonna find 2 with the Guardian out of nowhere. Now, High tie. Find Walrus. Mashu with the Stinger. Take out High tie. So it's a team of trades right now. 2 versus 4. Lettuce does not let anything else happen. Bricky with 3 on the rounds. Incredible mechanics.
Yeah, the confidence coming out from High tie right now is disgusting. This man's running down mid, just open. I don't understand how he can just have the confidence like that to run out. But somehow what they did, I mean, Bricky getting 3 on that round with the Guardian. He had his back. He was ready, waiting to help his Jet out, and it worked out perfectly. That mid take, that mid control, the Church didn't know what to do.
Oh yeah, totally. Church was kind of left a little baffled after that, I'd say. The attack going all the way in towards B main. Flash is coming through. The catch up on Rice gonna take out Machu. And Ketchup gonna find another one as well. That's 2 for him. Maiden Hunter, though, gonna finish off that streak relatively quickly. Brecky gonna take out 1, but isn't gonna last much longer than that. The turret's gonna do some damage. Lettuce with 2 and Ketchup with another. That's gonna be the round going the way of Team Void relatively quickly.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't really know what to say. I mean, the rounds are going by so fast. It's just trade after trade after trade. And Void is doing an excellent job rotating extremely fast on these rounds. I mean, right now, the Church isn't doing too much to split up and try and take control. They're mainly just deciding to push something, and then they kind of get caught off guard when the entire enemy team is there waiting for them. So in this point, they really need to start splitting up, play a default, see if they can get some free picks, especially when people are pushing on mid.
Yeah, totally. Looks like it's going to be a split attack once again from Church. 2 players over towards B, 3 over towards A. Oh, rotate getting called relatively early. High tie is going to take out 1. Enemy chamber going to fall. Nachu's barely going to escape with his life there. Bobob going to find the killjoy on the other side, which is going to make it an even 4 versus 4 here. Still Church becoming contact here. High tie takes a shot. Not gonna find anything. Sorry, Bricky. Excuse me. Maiden Hunter. Lettuce. High tie is gonna take out Machu though. Maiden Hunter, like I said, takes out Lettuce there. Relatively slow round for both sides. Not too much. Once again, game of trades. It's a 3 versus 3. Door being closed. High tie. They're gonna take the shot. Maiden Hunter. Though not gonna lose too much HP in the process. Now, numbers advantage. As I say that, would have went the way. Church. Walrus gonna take out Ketchup, and now it's a 1 versus 2. Guardian hand for Bricky. He has done it before, and can he do it again? Opting to take the shot. Walrus. Running up top, and yeah, 2 separate angles. 180 degrees away from each other. It's a hard spot, but the Thrifty. Side for Church.
Yeah, no, excellent round there. And this just goes ahead and shows again just how important mid control is going to be for both of these teams. Whatever team controls mid, I mean, can rotate so fast. They can decide where they want to go. They can split. They can do so much. They have so many options when they take mid. So right there when Church took mid, I hope that they continue doing the same thing, kind of splitting up, looking to catch someone off guard just like they caught Killjoy off guard last round.
Yeah, the split attacks have been, have looked relatively good from Church. Not going to opt for it this round, as they're going to go all towards A, but playing relatively slowly. The smoke, not going to allow too much wiggle room for Church in this push. Lettuce holding the corners. Going to see 1 back up immediately. Oh, this is a daunting task for Lettuce. He's going to take out 1, and that's a big first pick here. Can they get anything else, or is the rotate going to come through? It looks like Machu turn, but Bricky Kibble is there. Rolling Thunder is going to be huge. Here comes Ketchup, and Bricky going to find those. And that's it. Maiden Hunter gets 1. on the way out, but Lettuce with 3 on the rounds doesn't allow them to do too much.
Yeah, I mean, kind of what we're talking about. As soon as they start stacking a site, they get lost. They try and push, but the entire enemy team has already moved around them. They had Bricky pushing up mid and flanking within, what, maybe 20 seconds of the round. I mean, these guys are so proactive and fluid that they are moving up and down the entire map. So right now, they really just need to play this default. That's going to be crucial for them.
Yeah, I agree. This is a lot different than what I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie here. Another pretty much full push here towards B, relatively slowly, but all the members are there. Rotate coming through. Maybe, not quite. Looks like it for a second, and that's going to be pretty tough to get through as the Astra Smoke blocking off B main. Gonna slow them down that much more. High tie on the flanks, gonna catch out 1. Gonna catch out 2. 3 and not another. Although the Killjoy is gonna find 1, and it's a 4 versus 1, and that is not too shabby from Team Void.
Wow. I mean, Void knew where Church was within the first 6 seconds of the round. And the first 6 seconds, they had fully rotated off of A site, no longer holding it at all. But Church stood inside that B main for another 20 seconds. So they have so much time to figure out exactly where they want to go, what they want to do, and there's no pressure being put on them. No one's holding them on their rotates. High Tide flanking it again, getting 3 kills. It's... We need to change something.
Oh yeah, the value out of the flanks has been pretty big. I mean, way more than you would expect. Going into the next round, split attack, which has been working for Church. They're going back to it. It's the breach utility going to be used here, trying to find something. It's a 4 versus 4. That's High Tie and Wait What are going to fall. More of the utility just to slow down the push onto B, but the issue is that they're going A. I mean, Church with a really nice attack here, kind of fooled the entire Team Void. Now, they're just gonna have sight for completely free. Bricky and Ketchup on the retake, Lettuce close behind. Smoke gonna make it difficult. They're gonna walk out, but Ketchup finds Walrus, and Ketchup gonna find another as well. The value he gets off of just walking through the smoke should not be that much. Match shoot around the corner. It's up to him. And Maiden Hunter from behind is gonna find 1. Nachu's gonna find another, and now it's up to Bricky. There's 1 down. Sova ult being used. Defuse. Maiden Hunter running. It's gonna get picked off. Is there enough time? It doesn't look like it. Maybe.
Oh my god. 0.08. Wow. I mean, what a round coming out from Church. That is exactly what we've been saying that they need to start doing. They need to play that split. That round they played split. They played slow. They waited. Killjoy pushed up A main and they got a free pick. And then they were able to rotate, take A site for free. That's exactly what they need to continue doing. They're doing so well. They just need to find this trend and stick to it.
Yeah, and it looks like that's what they're going to be doing. The split attack, like I said, I've favored for the side of Churches. This has been working for them pretty much every time they've tried it. There we go. Looks like more of a mid-push here, which we haven't really seen from them too much. Players mid, High tie, takes out 1 with the operator. Bricky's gonna fall though. Maiden Hunter gets 1, Ketchup gets another. Game of trades once again. Lettuce gonna take out Walrus. Now they start to get dicey. 3 versus 2, favoring Team Void. Can they weather the storm? That's sure. Gonna be interesting. Flash through the smoke. Not gonna do too much. Breach gonna end up taking out a KO, but once again, game of trades, and now it's a 2 versus 1. Still favoring Team Void. Blinding. Looking to place Bob. Looking to go through B. Go through Market. scoping out the area, not going to find too much. Lettuce on the flank can get a lot of value here, but things are going to have to speed up a tiny bit. Turret. Let's spot out Bobob, and now it's a tough position for her prod to be in, but it's up working. Team Void takes the lead here, 5-4.
Void up again. It seems to me the team that is going to push and be more aggressive is the team that is losing when it comes to pushing these angles such as mid or full A main. Whatever it may be, the team that's pushing the hardest is the one that's losing. So right now, like you said, trying to weather the storm, that's all they can really do. But going into all these rounds, they still have pretty heavy economies, which after everything is surprising. It looks like a fast A-take on this round, honestly.
The economy looking a tad bit better for Team Void here. But once again, a full attack, full push going towards A site. They're going to be met with a crazy amount of utility on the other side. Slowing down the push. Dash in. Going to get caught out. And catch up on Rice gets 2 here. Her prod finds 1. Now it's a 5 versus 2, and this is not good for Church. It's the last thing they need right now. If shots, Lettuce gonna take out 1. Bobob in a tough position. It's gonna end up finding Lettuce, but high tie with a baddie and an operator. Not something you want to be on the receiving end of.
You know, to be honest with you, IXP, this is one of my first times actually seeing such a performance from Void. I have only watched them once, and it was just spectating in a game, and I don't know if they changed players. I haven't followed them too much, but this looks like a whole new team. This is something I haven't seen before. They are playing insanely well right now, especially against our former champs. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on these two teams? I mean, this is your first time seeing both of them.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, coming in here completely blind, kind of just keeping an open mind here, but you say Church are the defending champs, and they are a good team. They look incredibly good. But Team Void as well, like, is competing at a really high level. And I can see the series going both ways. I mean, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Team Void. They're playing really composed, and they're playing smart, too. We'll see how that holds up on attack.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think it's going to be a huge difference, and I wonder if this is just going to be a defending siding map for both teams, or if Void's just going to continue this insane streak that they're on, because they're playing so well, reading every move. They just need to keep it up.
Oh yeah, I am excited to see how this series goes. High tie with the baddie though, with the operator. Like I said, not something you want to be on the receiving end of, and he proves it once again and again and again. Matchew's gonna fall. Bricky gonna find 2 as well. Lettuce finds the last, and that's 7-4. A flawless on the side of Team Void, and they do not look like they're slowing down anytime soon.
You know, I'm supposed to talk in between rounds, and I don't even know what just happened. These rounds are so crazy. That was such a fast round, especially for a mid push. They high tie. This is one of my first times viewing you, man, but you're playing so well. You're very fluid with this op, and frankly, Church doesn't know what to do in this situation. They're not 100% sure what's going to take you out. You're very proactive. You move around the map. You're so fluid that no one can really get a good understanding of what you're going to do. So right now, you're the difference maker. You're what's making everyone nervous. You're the reason they keep stacking into a site. And when they stack that site and they want to push full on to 5B or full on 5A, well, we've seen the results and it's just not working. So if they want to do anything this half and get this last round, they need to eliminate this problem. They need to figure out a way to take down high tie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, those opening picks from him have been so clutch. I mean, they are what is winning the rounds for Team Void, and I'm curious to see how this keeps up on attack. Attack. The last round of defense. But
yeah. They're gonna peek him again, are they?
They peek mid here. Detrimental. Bricky is going to fall though. So the opening pick going the way of Church this time. Ketchup using the utility. Could be big. He's going to fall though in the process. And now it's a 3 versus 5. Very winnable for both sides. Although numbers favoring Church. Right now, High Tide once again getting huge pick out of the operator. This is a pretty much a must-win round for Church. So it's going to take a lot from them. So her prod's gonna find one, Lettuce gonna find the other. It's a 2 versus 2 as her prod falls. It's High Tide and Lettuce versus Machu. And wait, what? KO ultimate gonna be popped. Lettuce is there. Looking for something, anything. Machu's gonna fall. Or Machu's gonna fall really low as Lettuce falls completely low. Now, things looking dicey for the side of Church. Wait, what? Come in contact with High Tide relatively shortly. He sees, and that's going to be the rounds. 7-5, a 2-round differential going into the half.
Wow. I mean, so far this half has been insane. We've seen such insane plays coming out from both of these teams. But Void taking a... Well, it looked like, honestly, based on the score, it looked so much more dominant towards Void. It really did. The way that they were playing him was insanely well. And, I mean, I don't even know what else to say about that. I'm just hopeful to see if they can continue it going into their attacking side. I mean, IXP, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be crucial. I mean, I personally don't know if Church is a better defense team or a better attacking team. If they're a better defending team, then it's going to be... I'm really curious to see how this goes. But from what we've been seeing, I mean, Team Void looks so good. So I'm curious to see what they have planned on attack. It looks like what they have planned is a separate push here. 3 towards A, 2 towards mid. Ketchup on Rice going to take out Walrus Fan. Really good start here, but Ketchup's going to fall. And now Maiden Hunter somehow finds 2, but wait, what's going to fall? 3 on the round for Maiden Hunter as her prod falls as well. 2 versus 3. High Tide gonna take out Bobob. Maiden Hunter with 4 gonna take out the Jet player on the other side. Although Lettuce gonna take out the Sofa. Now it's a 1v1 Machu versus Lettuce. Shots being exchanged. Machu gonna fall. Lettuce with the fake plant. Machu relatively low. Lettuce, a lot of HP remaining. It's gonna be difficult, but it's very winnable. Flash coming out. Lettuce looking away. Shots coming through. Machu isn't going to be able to clutch up that one. It was close all the way to the end. 4 kills on the round for Maiden Hunter, but it's still not enough.
Wow, Maiden Hunter putting in the work, trying to keep his team afloat. I mean, he did such an amazing job getting those kills on site. He lasted and survived for way too long, if you ask enemy team, if you ask Void. But Church just fell a little bit short, led us with an insane clutch on it. Wow, I mean, extremely well played from both teams in that case. I mean, they had 3 on A side. They were ready for that push. But coming into this round, we'll see if they're ready for this.
Yeah. Knife gonna force back Team Void relatively quickly. They don't even want to fight it here. Bobob, the shots coming through. High Tide is gonna fall early though, and that's bad. Bricky gonna find 1. Her prod gonna find another. Maiden Hunter gonna take out 1 before falling to Lettuce. And now 2 versus 3. Machu gonna take out Lettuce, and the chase begins. Machu gonna fall as well. Now tough to wait to have something, and he doesn't, because Ketchup on Rice with the Spectre is not something you want to be on the receiving end of when you're on pistol round.
Yeah, I mean, that being in the second round and Void having pretty heavy buys there. I mean, I think most of them had a Spectre. Them getting 3 kills on Church's side was huge. That's going to put them in a very tricky spot. Void going into this round, they're going to be at a disadvantage. I mean, Church is going to have full buys against them, and it looks like they're going to still have 2 Spectres. So if Void wants something, they really need to win here. And Church, this is a crucial round if they want to keep up the pace for this half.
Oh yeah, another full push over towards A site. We've seen Team Void do this every time. Dots coming through. Maiden Hunter gonna spray, find 1. Wait, what's gonna find another one as well. Lettuce gonna take out 1.
Spike down A.
Bricky gonna fall as well. Now it's a 2 versus 4. Church finally numbers advantage going their way. Levis gonna take out Machu though. Now it's a 2 versus 3, just like that. The situation seems a little bit winnable, and now it seems a lot winnable. 2 versus 1, and well, Church finishes it out before I can finish my sentence. 9-6.
Wow, no, Church insanely well. I mean, that's what we were talking about. Void, they really needed to light by that round so that they could full by this round, and then they could have just swept the rest of the half. This kind of puts them in a tricky spot. They're either forcing up again, which possibility it looks like they might, or I mean, they honestly should save here just to make sure that they have enough money next round to have full buys and just sweep this half over.
Yeah, it looks like a scattered buy here on the side of Team Void. Her Prod, though, is going to take out Walrus at the beginning with the Stinger. That is a really, really good pick. Although her Prod's going to fall relatively low, which is not ideal. Line coming through. Shots being exchanged on both sides. It's pretty much an all-out free-for-all on B site. Well, going to take out Ketchup on Rice, and wait, what's going to find another high tie. Gonna fall. The Sova ult's gonna be valuable as he finds 2. Maiden Hunter has shown up this game with 3 on the round. And that is going to be 9-7.
Wow. I'm Maiden Hunter putting in the work, 22 and 12. I mean, for being on the losing side, Maiden Hunter is carrying his team right now, doing an excellent job of holding off these attackers. That solo ult proving to be invaluable. I mean, 2 picks off of it is crazy. That's ridiculous. So playing to the best of their abilities on Sova. Sova is one of those characters you see every now and then, not always a pick on Ascent, not always a pick on a lot of maps. So when you see a good Sova, you know that they focus on that agent and that they're going to be insane.
Yeah, totally. I really am enjoying watching Maiden Hunter Sova here. It's something really, really cool. Killjoy coming out from the attacking side. Walrus, though. Wait, what? Can I find 2? What? High Tie gonna take out Walrus, but now it's a 4 versus 3 on the side. Favoring Church. Maiden Hunter gonna take out Lettuce, and Bob's gonna take out High Tie. It's a 4 versus 1, just like that. And an ultimate. I believe that's 3 ultimates used on the side of Team Void. What? What happened?
Okay, to be honest, I have no idea. I'm not even sure what happened that round. But Church, bringing it back, like we talked about, this is something that you're not sure if you're going to see it when you guys first start playing, if there's going to be a huge difference between attacking and defending side for a team. But we're seeing a pretty big difference. And I think a lot of this, and Team Void is going back on this because of the fact that they bought that one round where they should have saved. They have been in light buys and crappy buys ever since.
Yeah. I mean, not ideal for Void at all, but if they can win this round, that could be huge. It's going to take a lot, though. It's the utility coming out. And it looks like Knives going to be popped for High Tie. Not too much, though. Bricky going to take out Maiden Hunter, which is a huge first pick here. The top fragger of Church is gone. Out of the picture right now. Machu about to be met here. High Tie pulling out the gun. It wasn't fast enough. Walrus gonna find 2 as well. Now it's a 4 versus 2. Church, numbers advantage. Walrus with 3. Now her Prod, not much left to do. What a round.
I think Matt and her Prod just kissed.
Yeah,
at the end of that round.
I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, no, they're doing such an amazing job. I mean, we didn't think much from Void that round. At that point, all they can hope for is a couple picks, which they did manage to get a few, and just take as much economy as they can away from them. But Church, they have set themselves up so well. All of them pretty much being over that $6,000 mark, except for Matt. So they have set themselves up for so many rounds in the future.
Oh yeah, and it looks like a split attack coming through by Team Void, which is different. We haven't seen them do this quite yet. 3 over towards mid. Breach utility being used. Lettuce here. Pulling out the smokes. Now, things start to get dicey here for both sides. 9-9. Momentum all in for Church. Well, I think if you're on Team Void, you're a little bit nervous right now. Rightfully so. Shots being exchanged from both sides. Her prod gonna fall a little bit low, not too much where it's an issue. Bobob and Ketchup on Rice. About to meet in the middle. Bobob not opting to peek this though. Going to make things a little difficult. Really slow. It looks like a push over towards A now. For Team Void. Going on the site. Maiden Hunter. And Bobob gonna find 2, but High Tie is gonna find 2 as well. Lettuce gonna take out another. We're falling to Bobob, and now it's a 2 versus 2. Spike is planted. Machu and Bobob up top. Her prod in an awful situation is gonna retreat back. High Tie playing a really awful position, and High Tie gets the final. Her prod takes out Machu as well, and that is going to be the first round we've seen in a while go the way of Team Void.
Excellent job from Void there. I mean, splitting that map, waiting for pushes. That's exactly what they needed to start doing. And they played it so well. They took so much space up mid. I mean, we saw Breach moving his way up mid. The amount of space and control that they took without even fighting or killing anyone was kind of crazy. So I'm hoping that they do something similar instead of just running into the stack Cypher setup every time.
Yeah. Looks like I'll hold back here. I guess still deciding on what to do. Sova Dart, not gonna find anything. Maybe they're waiting for this. That would be very clutch. And it looks like that is what is going on. High Tie and her prod, as well as Bigley. Or, yeah, Bricky. Yeah, Bricky. Don't know what just happened there. Relatively slow round once again. Cosmic Divide coming out. And now this is the initiation on the site. Maiden Hunter, though, is there. She's gonna find 1, gonna find 2. And now it's a 5 versus 3. Maiden Hunter with 3, gonna take out Lettuce. Now it's up to him. Her prod takes out 1. And that's gonna be it. 10-10, just like that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was worried about. I mean, that full push on A site through main. I mean, we knew that Cypher setup was there. They've seen that Cypher trip multiple times, and it still caught Jet off guard. It caught their best player, High Tie, off guard. And once you lose High Tie, you're going to be in a tough position to take anything from there. So I'm really hoping that they understand that. But this round, I mean, Church is ready. They know that they're coming B.
Yeah. Team Void, going over towards B. Now there's 3 people there on the side. Walrus gonna take out High Tie, which is a huge opening pick, but Walrus is gonna fall as well. Both Jets going on both sides. The blind coming out is huge, but no follow-up. Going to make it essentially a wasted ult or flash there. But now, Sova gonna connect onto a lot of targets, and it leaves Team Void battered and bruised. Smokes coming out. Machu, utilities, going to allow them to back up a little bit. Now, Maiden Hunter on the flank could be deadly, and it is. Machu, though, Crossfire, going to be enough to take out Ketchup. Honestly, this round is looking the way of Team Void, as I say that, though. Or look in the way of Church, but as I say that, Team Void finds 1. Lettuce going to get 1. Machu with the Odin. It's up to Bricky to make something happen. Sliver of HP and a Dream. They're rotating over towards back of sight. Operator in hand. And Bricky turned something out of nothing. The way to find out. Spike going down. Push on to the site. Coming through. Wait, what? Going to jump back and retreat. Machu with the Odin. Gonna make things difficult. Bricky still no HP in the wall bang. It's going to come through, and that is going to be the round going the way of Church.
And just like that, Church has brought it back, and is this may possibly be one of their first times in the lead other than the first 2 rounds. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. They got so much momentum. This is such a huge momentum-based game that as soon as you mess up your buys or your economy, the enemy can take perfect advantage of that and bring it right back. I mean, other than the fact that Maiden Hunter is just destroying Void right now, Church is playing a lot smarter and a lot better in a lot of these rounds. So they're definitely something to be feared of, and this is exactly why they were champions last time.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see it now, and there's no question that both these teams were insanely competitive. Seekers coming out from the sky. Looks like it's going to find one Walrus fan backing up. As 4 players, 14 Void over towards that A tree area. Smoke coming through, Maiden Hunter shooting through the smoke like he's good at. Lettuce and her prod finding each respective picks. High Tide gonna find one as well. Maiden Hunter gonna fall, that's huge. Walrus with the knives gonna find Ketchup. But 4 versus 2, it's not looking too likely. Especially with the Killjoy involved. Walrus fan on the flank. The knives. Bobob up top. The pinch coming through could be deadly, but it's only if Walrus is able to get past High Tide, and the knives coming through. 3 for Walrus. It's a 2 versus 2. Her prod finds one. Now it's up to Bobob to clutch this out. Lettuce defuses there, pulls in, and that is the round, and it's close. Lettuce not be able to survive there, but it ends up going the way of Team Void. It's 11-11.
What an insanely close game. I mean, it was played so well there from both teams. I don't really have any comments on what either one should have done differently because it was played very well by both of them. I mean, they took the control up mid, and they looked like they knew what they were doing. High Tide put in some work, so did Walrus. So I'm very excited to see. I mean, this game is very close so far.
Oh yeah, I can still see it going either way. And it's do or die time for both teams. Everything has to be perfect. No slip-ups allowed. Yay, push here. Could be huge. Rolling Thunder. Wait, what's there? Walrus fan, though, with the operator. Wait, picks going each way. Now it's a 3 versus 2, 3 versus 1. Lettuce. It's up to the clutch. Happened. Lettuce is nowhere near the site. The super flank, it could be huge, but he can't waste any time, and that is going to be absolutely awful. Now they know. Lettuce. Being attacked. Bobob does have like 2 HP, which is in Team Void's favor. Going up through heaven. Bobob. Steady eye. Everything. Wait, what is in hell as well? The trap. It's going to be big, and yeah, there's no escaping that. Lettuce had great positioning, but man, Cypher.
Match point.
Knowledge way too much.
Oh, again with this Cypher setup. It is so strong. The same trips every single time and continue to put in the work. I mean, they just can't find a way to go around it. If you go through a main on A site, you're almost screwed basically because of those setups. So in this case, if they want to take A, they've been successful running up cat, but A main may not be the play. Maybe have a lurker there, just draw some attention. Make sure that the people on site can't zone out on A main and just focus on cat. But that Cypher setup is so insanely powerful. Every single time, doesn't matter what utility they throw at it. I mean,
Yeah.
So far this game has been so insanely close, and we're very close to see if Void can bring another round into it and possibly make this into an overtime. This is a best of 1, so whatever team wins this map right here, right now, is going to go and move on to the finals. And honestly, both of these teams being so powerful, this could be more important than the finals game itself at this point.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is a really good matchup. 2 really good teams. really competitive teams and two really smart teams going up against one another. And I mean, both teams have impressed. Both teams have been in the lead and fallen. So I'm curious to see how this comes about. High Tie separated. This could be huge, but it's not going to be. Shooting through the smoke's going to be big as Bob's going to fall. Onto B site. They have complete control. Maiden Hunter peeking. It's going to come in contact with Bricky. Bricky's going to retreat. He knows better. Now, Ketchup on Rice with the sheriff shots. Maiden Hunter's down. That's a huge pick. Walrus fan going to take out Ketchup, though. Now it's a 3 versus 4. Team Void has a chance to put this in overtime. Can they do it? Wait, what? Looking to push through. Knife destroyed. Blind coming through. It's going to make things that much more difficult. Pushing through. Shots coming through. Machu going to take out one. Going to fall. Lettuce clutches out the last kill, and that is going to be the round going the way of Team Void. It's in overtime.
Oh my goodness, and just what we were worried about, especially if you are a Church fan. Church, they even, I mean, they took that timeout last half just to see if they could bring it home, see if they could finish this game up. But right now, it's not looking so hot. So going into this round, into overtime, both teams going to have full buys, same util, same everything. This really just comes down to pure skill and the determination to get 2 in a row. That's the hardest part, because we could go into a 13-13, 14-14. I can see this keep going, so we got to see what team's going to switch something up, what they're going to do differently.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I believe last time a timeout was called. Team Void won 3 straight, so it's going to be difficult. Bricky in an awful position. Gonna find one out of nowhere. The flash coming through. And the utility from the breach. Going to slow things down. Flash. Once again, Maiden Hunter's there, though. 1-for-1 trade, 4 versus 4. Top fragger still on the board for both sides. Milo fragger's gone for both sides. It's just about as even as it could get right now. Walrus taking out her prod. B site completely clear for now. Breach rotating over. And it looks like the push 4 players all through mid. It's like they're going over towards A where there's no one there. 4 versus 3. This could be awful for Team Void if they don't react quickly. The shots are heard. Lettuce and High Tie moving over towards the site, but it's already given up. A site completely clear. Bob with the plant. 12-12 game into overtime. Shock dart. Not going to find too much. Lettuce and High Tie peeking. Camera going to be broken before it can get any value. Walrus man hiding in the smoke. Wait, what? Gonna find Ketchup. Walrus gonna find High Tie. Lettuce. It's up to him to clutch again. He does 1. He does 2. Can he get the 3rd and 4th? No, he cannot. Walrus fan wins the round out. 13-12. Now Team Void behind once again.
Huge round coming out from Walrus right there. I mean, he was waiting, looking for that push in B main. Killjoy fed that to him. I mean, overall, they're playing very smart. Church is doing an extremely good job just maintaining that, playing smart. They played a default last round. They waited for them to push. They waited for Void to push. They learned from the first half, and I think that's what won them that round right there. So excited to see what they're going to bring this round, though, on their defending side.
Yeah, once again, attacking side for Team Void. It's do or die time now. B site relatively clear if they do opt to push this. It'd be pretty good. Shots coming out, no connection though. And the drone gonna find some valuable intel, and now they're going. KO utility gonna slow everything down as well as the breach utility. Dash into site. High Tie looking for something, anything. The smoke is going to be huge. Ketchup on Rice getting some shots off, not nearly enough though. Her prod gonna take out Machu. Another huge first pick on the side of Team Void. It's a 5 versus 4. On site, Ketchup on Rice with the plant coming down. Bricky is in a great spot to do some damage here. Just gotta make sure no one spots him out. Shots coming through. Nothing going to come out though. 2 players are there. Bob checks it out. That's gonna be a 4. 3 versus 3. High tie with the Odin. Finds 2. It's a 3 versus 2. Team Void just needs to get 2 more kills to win this round and take it to more overtime. Catch up on Rice. Gonna take out Maiden Hunter. It's up to Walrus fan. But Lettuce is there behind, and it goes to another overtime.
Oh my goodness. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is one of those things where both of these teams are so talented on one side that we could just continue seeing this overtime over and over and over. So, one team is going to need to break the cycle in order to win this game. Both teams playing so well. Maiden Hunter at 30 kills at this point. Lettuce at 26. Lettuce actually taking over High Tie. Did not expect that. I remember at the beginning of the game we weren't too sure on the Astra, but it seems to be working out for him now.
Oh yeah, totally. Another A push over for the side of Church. We've seen work occasionally. I mean, we favored this much more than the full attack. Now, Walrus fan alone, pushing up Matt, going to find Bricky. First pick going the way of Church. Once again, when they're attacking. Things gonna get dicey here. 4 players over towards mid. Catch up on Rice is a great opportunity. Does a lot of poke damage, but not enough to kill anybody. It's gonna be kind of unfortunate. So not much movement though occurring. Lettuce is there. Gets the shots off. Finds 1. Maiden Hunter and Bob though gonna find out Walrus fan, gonna find High Tie, and that is it for the rounds. 14-13. Church taking the advantage once again.
Wow, and extremely well done from Church there. Instead of grouping up and playing together in one area, I mean, they took mid control, and they were able to get so much off of that. People just kept peeking them one at a time. Breach pushed through B alone and peeked into 3 people. Someone else peeked down mid and peeked into 2 people. It's one of those situations where you're just waiting for your enemies to make a mistake. And in that case, Void made a couple of them. So Church benefited off of those. And they're going to continue trying to do that for the rest of this game.
2 Odins on the board, High Tie and Machu. Both have gotten pretty good value out of them. 4 players over towards B site. Looks like they're not going to be pushing it through main though. Wallbang coming out from Machu. Not going to find anything though. Now, looking like that Void's gonna make their move here. 2 players at 1 site. Here. So Machu and wait, what? The Cypher setup is going to be a little too much to handle, so they're gonna back out. Yeah, they're gonna rotate over. No rotate has been called though. As Walrus fan gonna kind of lurk through middle a bit. It's a chance, and now the rotate gets called over towards A. 3 players on site. 1 coming. Her prod there. It's gonna fall. And shots from the top. Now it's a 3 versus 2. Church can finish it out here. They just get 2 more picks. And a spike defuse if it gets defused. Does not look like they're going for the spike plant right now. Bob taking out Ketchup. And now it's a 3 versus 1. Lettuce once again in the clutch situations. And Lettuce do it. They cannot, and that is going to be the game. Church ends up keeping themselves alive.
Wow, and Church of Masochism ended up taking the game in a 15-13 overtime. I was not ready for that, honestly. I did not expect that to come out because Team Void played so well, especially in the beginning. Church had a lot of recovery to make, but they did it. And they will be going on to the finals. With that being said, we're going to take a quick intermission, everyone, and we will be back shortly with after-match interviews of the players, see what was going on inside their heads. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Like we said, we have some questions for all of these people that played insanely well. We have Maiden Hunter with us, who we saw such an amazing performance from, honestly. And then we also have Root Beer. Root Beer is Maiden Hunter, excuse me. And we also have Lettuce, who played so well on Team Void. And Lettuce, if I'm not mistaken, you are the team leader, correct?
Temporarily because our main team leader is gone right now.
Okay, okay. Well, so I mean, IXP, do you have questions for these guys? What do you got for them?
So I guess we'll start with Repair Maiden Hunter. So, uh, were you expecting to like perform that well going into today's match? Like, were you confident that you were gonna pull those big numbers?
Um, no, not really. I was just expecting to play decent, maybe do the initiative job, just give info and stuff. Not I wasn't expecting to like top frag. I was just trying to help my team.
All right. Yeah, I mean, incredible like performance. Rarely we get to see performances like that in VCL, so I'm content with how you did, and you should be proud of yourself.
All right,
And
thank you.
yeah, of course. And my next question for Lettuce. So there were multiple rounds where you were put in, whether it was a 1v2 or 1v3, sometimes were
Mhm.
1v4s. Um, like, did that, I want to know, did that, like, affect you mentally? Like, the fact that you were always put in those situations, or,
Yeah, kind of because I was really stressed because
yeah,
1v2s and stuff are you know,
yeah. I kind of
kind of
figured
tiring.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
be able
yeah.
to do that mentally. I'd just get crushed. But the fact that you
Yeah.
top fragged for your team on top of that is really impressive. So like, you
Okay.
guys should both be proud of yourselves.
Yeah, I
Thanks.
mean, for sure, both of you guys played insanely well. And both teams, this was an insanely close game between the two of you. I mean, it was back and forth the whole way. You couldn't really tell who was going to win in this. I mean, Maiden Hunter, what was your like mind state throughout this game? What were you focused on? Was there strategies that you guys were specifically calling or weaknesses you guys were focused on?
Uh, well, the one weakness we noticed was the Sky played the same spot in mid every single time. So when we were on attacking, we were just thinking after like the first 7 rounds that we saw them, we were like, you know what, let's just push the Sky. They play there every round, just roll over the mid, and then hopefully not get up from the jet in tree. That was it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it worked for you. It repeatedly, I saw this. I know exactly what you're talking about. You guys would use your Sova Dart on it. You guys were doing it perfectly and getting that pick pretty often at the very beginning of the round. So that made a huge difference and gave you so much control. So great job there. I mean, really, same thing for you, Lettuce. Did you guys have things that you were focused on or a weakness that you guys kept noticing and were trying to fix?
Yeah, we noticed that Cypher was always playing A and we could never push into it because of him. So we would go B pretty often near the end, which kind of worked.
Yeah, I mean, it did end up working a lot better for you. The amount of times don't remember if you were Jet or not, but the Jet, just dashing straight into that Cipher trip, and then all
Yeah.
hell broke loose from there. So that Cipher setup was very strong, and no matter what you threw at it, it was very difficult to break. So great job recognizing that and switching it up and going B because it was working for you guys. I mean, both of you guys played so well. Both teams were very fluid and changed their directions multiple times based on what the other team was doing. So extremely well done from both of you guys. So thank you guys for coming out and playing today. We appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
And then, I mean, IXP, do you have anything else to mention?
Really, you covered it all. I'm really impressed. Like I said, I had my first time back in a little while, and I was thoroughly impressed with the teams here today. I'm really excited to see what Church has going forward and into the tournament, and what Team Void comes back with next tournament. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I mean, me too. Team Void played so well today. You guys got some things to work on. Now you know what those are. You guys can take the time to work on those, but you guys were definitely a top contender, especially with Church being the tournament winners last time. So you guys played amazing today. So thank you guys for coming out. But overall, thank you both teams for coming out. Thank you everyone who's watching the stream. Thank you to my staff who has been helping me through the whole thing. IXP doing his amazing job being a caster over there. Looking all handsome and everything. He's doing great. Yeah, exactly. But other than that, thank you guys all for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you guys can, and be ready for next weekend because we're going to have the finals. We're going to have it's a best of 3. So the stream is going to be a little bit longer. Make sure you guys are on the lookout for it, and you guys look for those announcements. But with that being said, you guys have a good rest of your night.